Hey guys, this is Nathan with the Blog Bank on part 2. How to cut that short, just because YouTube only likes your videos about 15 minutes and I was pushing it using trying to find a picture for this thing. So anyways, now that it's not letting me do stuff, there we go. Just go ahead and do that since it wouldn't let me use that. And then get rid of that one. And then what you can do is click off to the side. You can shrink this thing down. I think we'll go with that. So there, you can add pictures, do whatever you want with this. It just kind of takes some getting used to mess around with. I'm not like a professional or expert on this. The GetResponse has a bunch of training tutorials that you can literally just watch, and they'll just step you through how to do everything. And it's not complex. Sometimes it'll just be a little sticky, but this is still the best emailing system that I've used. I used Aweber, and it just doesn't do a whole lot like this one does. So it does do quite a bit, but when it comes down to it, I prefer GetResponse. So now what you do is you choose a campaign. Ever do this is if you want to include the recipients, so whoever's already signed up, we don't need that. You don't have to choose that. If you're creating multiple newsletters using different sites, but it's all in the same niche or niche, you can do that, but I suggest you don't. Just leave it as your own email. And like I said, I went and created a newsletter using this free trial account just to get used to it before I create a full tutorial on it. But anyways, here's your summary on what it's gonna look like, and then you just say save as draft. And what that does is it saves it. Now you go to newsletters. Okay, it's going to say that you can't find any, so what you want to do is go to forms now and just hit create form. Actually, we're just going to hit create form. That's not new. Whether that new is there or not, when you use this, I wouldn't use that just because I believe that's a beta, and you don't really want to do that. So it's going to give you a design. What you do is you can just click on whichever one you want. There's lots of them. We'll go with that. You can pick from all of the different ones up here. And then you just click the edit button to change whatever you want. So a headline, we'll just say we'll go down with that. We'll change this to, we'll do that. That doesn't quite fit. You just kind of play around with things, see how it looks. Can't even really read that. Yeah, we'll just leave that for now. Just hit apply, and then you can just leave everything. There's nothing else to really do on here. That's all preset. There's no coding or anything. So then just hit the next step. And then for this, just make sure you have everything set up. Web form name, let's just say widget form, and then default thank you page. Next. That default means that it's just gonna send them an automatic thank you page. You don't have to create the page for them. it'll just do it automatically. And then you just say I will install my web form, and then this right here, you just take this script. So we're going to go copy, then we're going to go back to our dashboard, and down here you go to appearance, widgets, and then you remember that text block that we set up on the widget bar that said newsletter. You just open that up and then just dump the content in there and hit save. So now when you go back to the front page of your website, right here where it says newsletter, and you hit refresh, it's going to throw that form in there automatically. So that fits just about perfect. Anyways, that's how you get your newsletter set up. And then we'll go back here, if I can figure out which one it was. And then create autoresponder. You want to have that on day 0 in that one. Send immediately. Choose message. I don't know why that's I was pulling up my other ones that I created. Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. You got to hit create new email. And then you just go through again and just set up your first one. You can do it the same as the last, where it's your automatic email. So we'll go ahead and go through this, and then we'll go back to the setup page for the autoresponder. You might have to go through when you're on this page for the autoresponder. You're probably gonna have to hit create new and go back through and create it. So I apologize if you have to go back and recreate it, but I just found out that apparently it'll do that sometimes when you create a message and you go through and do that. It won't pop up, but you might as well just go back through, and when you're on the create autoresponder, just hit create new message if it doesn't pop up for you. So if it doesn't pop up, I don't know what to tell you. It just did that to me and it didn't come up, so I had to go back through and redo that. But anyways, it should pop up now. And then you just do that and then hit save and publish. And now that's going to say on the first day, so this is day 0. What this is the autoresponder. It's going to automatically send that out. So yeah, that's set to go. That's on. And then once you go through and sign up for your newsletter, it should spit it back through, and you'll be signed up for your newsletter. If it doesn't do that, leave me a comment below, and I'll probably have to go back through and figure out what some of the bugs are. If there's anything with get response, there shouldn't be. I've been using this. I tested it out before I actually swapped over to it. This is what I use for the blog bank now, and I haven't had too many problems with it, but again, it's still kind of new to me. But this is definitely the best way to start building up your contacts, because what you want is a big number. If you can get a big number, you're going to be able to create a message. You can just come up here, hit create newsletter, throw it in day 0 or whatever you want, whichever day you want them to receive it after they've signed up for the newsletter. So if you create a let's say you write an ebook, and it's a good ebook and you want to sell it for $5, $10 a pop, you can create an email and throw that in there like I showed you with your PayPal, or you could put an affiliate product in there and shoot it out. If one of your affiliate programs is having a special sale, you can shoot it straight to your people's inbox. What that does, I'll show you here. So say you have 5,000 subscribers and they all open it, and only 1% of those people actually buy from what you offered. So that's $50 right there. And then say you're selling it, or your commission is $10, or you're getting $10 profit for your ebook. That right there is $500. So you would get $500 just from simply writing an email and shooting it out to your list. Whether you created the product or not, that's how it works. And then you just do that, you do that once a week. Right there's 2 grand. If you're just sending out one of those emails once a week, you just create a new email and send it out right then and there, and it's golden. This is why the list is so important. There's people that have 10,000 people on their list. There's even people that have 100,000 people. Let's say only 1%, and usually it's an average of about, if you have people dedicated and subscribed to your website for what you do, usually on average about 5 to 10% of people that open your email will buy it. So yeah, if you have 100,000 people and only 1% buy, that's 10,000, and then say you're getting $15 for an affiliate commission. All right, there's going to be $15,000. This is how people make a lot of money. This is how affiliate marketers, once they build up their list, you can literally retire and do nothing. But this is where the work is, and this is where everybody gives up, is building the list. This is the most important part, and it's also one of the hardest parts. So that's about it for creating a newsletter. If you have any other questions or problems, you can always go to GetResponse, and they have training. And also, one of the best things about this place is you can literally hit live chat right down here, throw in your name and email, and hit chat, and you'll get people to come up and they'll help you out with it. That doesn't cost anything. I used it when I first started learning this, and it's awesome. I love it. It's a good system. It does a lot of good things, and it's going to be really great for your business and your website. So I will talk to you in the next video and get to it, and hope this helps you guys. See ya.